Hello friends, myself Kanerkar LM, Junior College teacher in RBNB College, Srirampur. Now, last lecture you have started the respiration and energy transfer. Now this in respiration, mechanism of respiration completed in mainly three steps. Now type of respiration, there are two type of respiration, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means in presence of free or molecular oxygen. Hence therefore they are also called as aerobic respiration. Now this aerobic respiration completed in cytoplasm and mitochondria. Such a type of respiration takes place within the higher organism, means eukaryotic organism. That is the complete breakdown of glucose and to form two molecules or to form the carbon dioxide and water, as well as some amount of energy is released in presence of oxygen, as well as a formation of or oxidation of these organic substances and to release the pair of hydrogen. They are accepted by the NAD as well as FAD and to form NADH2 and FADH2 respectively, as well as now this such a breakdown to form a 4 ATP molecules by direct breakdown of complex organic substances. There is simple mechanism of aerobic respiration. Now this aerobic respiration completed in mainly three steps. Now first step like glycolysis. In this step glucose is breakdown to form two molecules of pyruvic acid. This is the common step. That is the common step in aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Only 8 ATP is the net gain of glycolysis. Now second step, the pyruvic acid does not directly enter into the mitochondria, into the matrix of mitochondria. Now this further pyruvic acid further breakdown to form acetyl by decarboxylation. Firstly decarboxylation and then oxidations are takes place. The acetyl coenzyme A, acetyl combines with the coenzyme and to form acetyl coenzyme A. Acetyl coenzyme, formation of acetyl coenzyme A takes place within the outer chamber or perimitochondrial membranes. Now then this pyruvic acid and this acetyl coenzyme A enter within the matrix of mitochondria and combines with the oxaloacetic acid and in a cyclic manner to synthesize the number of complex organic compounds. Means Krebs cycle takes place within the matrix of mitochondria. Now during this glycolysis, link reaction or acetylation and other like this in Krebs cycle, oxidations are takes place. Oxidations are 5 times or within the 5 reaction oxidations are takes place. 5 reactions, oxidations are takes place within this complete breakdown of glucose to form the carbon dioxide is released as well as formation of water molecule, and 38 means 686 kilocalorie energy is released. These are completed in last or previous lecture. Now today going to discuss about the second type of respiration, like the mechanism of anaerobic respiration. Now first of all, what is anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration means absence of free molecular oxygen, hence molecular oxygen, it's called anaerobic respiration. Now this anaerobic respiration takes place within the cytoplasm, hence therefore they are also called as extracellular as well as extra or intracellular respirations are takes place. Now why they are called as these are takes place within the cytoplasm? Because of these such a type of mechanism takes place within the prokaryotic organism. Prokaryotic organism means these are the lower organism. Now this lower organism or cell of this lower organism, these are the absence of mitochondria. Hence these mechanism of anaerobic respiration takes place in cytoplasm. Now these are the in cytoplasm, therefore these are incomplete oxidation. These are the not complete oxidation. Incomplete oxidations are takes place. Because of why there are incomplete oxidation? Because of complete mechanism of anaerobic respiration takes place in only 3 steps. Now first step they are also called as a glycolysis. These are the common step in both the type of respiration because of that the glycolysis takes place within the cytoplasm. Hence they are called as cytoplasmic respiration. Now this second step, the electron transport system and Krebs cycles are totally absent in anaerobic respiration. Therefore second step, decarbozylation means removal of carbon dioxide, and third step, reduction means NADH2 is converted to NAD. These are the breakdown of glucose in anaerobic, means in absence of oxygen as well as mitochondria, and takes place in cytoplasm, completed in 3 steps: glycolysis, decarbonization and reduction. Electron transport system and terminal oxidations are totally absent within the mechanism of anaerobic respiration. Now these steps are studied in details. Now first of all, the first step, glycolysis. Now this glycolysis means glucose is break down to form 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. This glucose as a substrate. Glucose acts as a substrate. There contains 6 carbon containing compound, and to form the stepwise breakdown, not directly, stepwise breakdown. It involves different enzymes, and to form 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. That is 3 carbon containing compound, as well as formation or these some stages oxidations are takes place. Means oxidation, these are the NAD is converted into NADH2, and these NADH2 enter within the electron transport system and formation of 6 ATP molecule, as well as formation of 2 ATP, means direct breakdown of complex organic compound. Directly 2 ATP, means total 8 ATP is a net gain of glycolysis. 2 ATP is a net gain of glycolysis. That is the first step, means glucose is breakdown to form 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. Now this process takes place within the cytoplasm. There are also cytoplasm. Okay. Now these are the in second step, decarbozylation. Now in decarbozylation, there is a pyruvic acid. This is a further breakdown. This pyruvic acid does not directly enter in mitochondria because of in mechanism of anaerobic respiration, mitochondria is totally absent. Therefore, these pyruvic acids further break down in cytoplasm. These are also takes place within the cytoplasm because of absence of mitochondria. Okay. This pyruvic acid is decarbozylation, means to release the carbon dioxide and to form a acetaldehyde. These are these 2 carbon containing compound. How many? 2 carbon containing. That is second step, decarbozylation. First, glucose is converted to 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, and pyruvic acid further break down to form by decarbonization to form acetaldehyde. And third step, reduction. Third step of mechanism of anaerobic respiration, like the reduction. Now this acetaldehyde is a product of second step, decarbozylation. Acetaldehyde is acetaldehyde is further breakdown means these are the reduce means NADH2 is converted to NAD. These are the reductions are takes place and to form ethyl alcohol. Now what is the end product of mechanism of aerobic respiration? Like this, ethyl alcohol as well as CO2 is released. And this NADH2 is synthesized or formed, generated within the glycolysis, which are utilized in reduction. Therefore, this NADH2 does not enter in electron transport system because of absence of mitochondria. Hence, in electron transport systems are totally not takes place within this mechanism of anaerobic respiration. Now, this glucose, this net reaction, glucose is in absence of oxygen to form ethyl alcohol as well as formation or release the carbon dioxide and to synthesize the ATP. Only 2 ATP molecules are formed. Two molecules of ethyl alcohols are also formed. Means only 2 ATP. Means these are the only 50 kilocalorie energy is released. How much? 50 kilocalorie energy is released. Now this mechanism of aerobic respiration and mechanism of anaerobic respiration. Now this ratio of CO2 release in aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is 6 CO2 and anaerobic respiration is only 2 CO2. Now this ratio of CO2 released during aerobic and anaerobic respiration is 3:1. 3:1 are the one of these difference. Then another how much ATP ratio of ATP generation within the aerobic as well as anaerobic respiration is. Now in aerobic respiration there are 38 ATPs are generated and anaerobic respiration only 2 ATP generated. Hence the ratio of ATP generation in aerobic and anaerobic respiration is 19:1. 19:1. Remember it. These are the such type of question can be asked in NEET exam. These are the these are the mechanism of anaerobic respiration. This respiration, such a type of anaerobic respirations are takes place in lower organism like the bacteria, fungi as well as yeast. These such a type of mechanism of aerobic respirations are takes place. Okay. Now these are the mechanism of anaerobic respiration. Now next the anaerobic respiration is nothing but fermentation. Now what is by fermentation? Fermentation is the process of anaerobic respiration. They are the extracellular as well as intracellular process because of aerobic as well as anaerobic product. Now these are fermentation process. Fermentation is an extracellular process. They are the extracellular process of respiration. Extracellular process of respiration because of that also takes place inside the cell as well as inside within the cytoplasm as well as outside the cytoplasm. Hence therefore they are also called as a extracellular process. Now this fermentation process organisms are used. Which organisms are used like bacteria. Example like the lactic acid bacteria as well as yeast and some of the fungi or fungal organisms are also used in process of fermentation. Process of fermentation. Now this process of fermentation, the end product, which type of end product is formed? There are two type of fermentation. Now first of all, what is a fermentation? Fermentation is a process in which a complex organic compounds are breakdown in, or these are the breakdown with the help of this enzyme released by microorganism. Means it is a process, is a chemical change. It is a chemical change are brought about by the action of enzyme secreted by microorganism. Means this lactose, milk contain the lactose. Lactose is converted to lactic acid with the help of this microorganism. They secrete the enzyme, and with the help of this enzyme, this milk is converted into curd. Milk is converted into curd. These are the simple process of fermentation. Now there are two type of fermentation. How many types? There are two types. There are two type of fermentation on the basis of which enzymes, which end product of fermentation, on the basis of formation of end product, formation of end products. Like there are two types. Now first, like the alcoholic fermentation. Alcoholic fermentation. Now this alcoholic fermentation, ethyl alcohol is the end product of this process of fermentation. They are also called as a alcoholic fermentation. Means glucose is breakdown. Means glucose is breakdown in 6 carbon containing compound and to form ethyl alcohol, as well as CO2 is released, and only 2 molecules of ATP is generated through this alcoholic fermentation. Alcoholic fermentation takes place in the cytoplasm as well as in cell. Okay. Now another next thing. Now which is the raw materials are also means substrate. Which is substrate? Like the substrate means raw material like molasses. Molasses is a byproduct of sugar factory. It contains some amount of sugar, as well as fruit juice. Fruit juice is a raw material in the process of fermentation, as well as molasses and fruit juice are also generally used as a raw material in the formation of alcohols. Then now this alcoholic fermentation, this ethyl alcohol is the end product with the help of this enzyme, secreted by microorganism like the yeast, and they secrete the enzyme zymase, and only 2 molecules of CO2 is released in alcoholic fermentation. CO2 is released this CO2, and only 2 ATP molecules are formed. Now which raw materials are used? The molasses and fruit juice are also used as a raw material. Now another like this, alcoholic fermentations are completed within the glycolysis, as well as another like the decarbosylation, and last step reduction. It involves 3 steps of mechanism of alcoholic fermentation. Involves 3 steps: glycolysis, decarbonization, and reduction, as well as the formation of ethyl alcohol to release the 2 molecules of CO2 and to formation of 2 ATP molecules by the breakdown of a complex organic compound like the molasses or sugar, fruit juice, because of it contains the some amount of glucose. Therefore these raw substrates, this molasses and sugar juice, are also used as a raw material in the process of alcoholic fermentation. Then another second type, they are also called as a lactic acid fermentation. Lactic acid fermentation. Now this lactic acid fermentation means lactose is converted into lactose is converted into lactic acid. Further breakdown to form lactic acid with the help of this lactic acid bacteria. Lab means lactic acid bacteria, and this lactic acid bacteria is a lactic acid dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase is an enzyme, and with the help of this enzyme, lactose is converted into a lactic acid. Now, in this lactic acid fermentation, first of all, the lactose, milk contain lactose, and this lactose is further hydrolysis and to form glucose and galactose, and this glucose acts as a substrate. This lactose as a substrate, and this glucose means lactose contains the glucose. This glucose is further break down into lactic acid with the help of the lactic acid bacteria, and they secrete the enzyme lactic acid dehydrogenase. But in this mechanism of lactic acid fermentation, there is no release the carbon dioxide, means no decarbonylation. Decarboxylations are totally absent in lactic acid fermentation. There are no carbon dioxide release, means absence of decarbonylation. Means decarbonylation does not take place within the lactic acid fermentation. In alcoholic fermentation, lactic decarbonylation takes place. Now these are the types of fermentation.